All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. I wanted to talk about this real quick because this is something that many years ago I heard someone talk about, specifically a conversation that we were having, me and this Christian man. Now, I'm not going to mention his name because, obviously this is the internet and all that, but I'm going to tell you about him. And he was a pretty humble guy. Oh, he is a pretty humble guy. I haven't talked to him in years, and it was one of the first churches that I went. Really humble guy, a hardworking man, a dude that he worked with his hand, a dude that did a lot of work, and no doubt, literally, no doubt about this that he loved the Lord. And when you see it, you were able to just see it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna talk about this in another video, but people should see it in you. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter what you do in life. It doesn't matter the profession. You could be, the highest, person in the government to, the dude that pick up the trash, right? Does not matter. People should see Christ in you. And if they don't, it's time to readjust and it's time to make a change. And I got a video about another situation that happened to me, and I may talk about that in the future. In this video right here, I'm not going to be talking about that, but again, I'm going to talk about that in the future. But like I said, this guy is a guy that as I grew up as a Christian, I used to look at him and be like, wow, he has it. This is something that I want. I want to be more like him, right? Again, you could see it right away. And he said this to me, in a conversation that I was having. He was like, you know what? When I die, I pretty much want my grandkids to remember me as the person that, or as the grandpa that read the Bible, as the grandpa that, was there for them, as the grandpa that was a loving person that loved God. And to me, that's pretty impacting because here's the thing, like I said this several times, right? I really don't have a relationship with my father. Haven't seen him in many years. I haven't spoken to him or haven't, had any contact in a really long time, right? And again, really not going to get into the details about that here. But I also feel that I was kind of robbed out of that, right? And I see people, I know a couple people that have parents and fantastic fathers and things like that. And you see that, and I'm like, wow, man, that is nice because being a father is such an important thing. And you could literally set the example to your children, and you could put them in a position where they could be great members of our society. You teaching about the Lord and all that. So we have such an important position, really an important position, just as well as mom, right? Mom has a critical position as well, right? So here's the thing, I think about that sometimes and I say, how do I want my kids to remember me? Because when I die, that's all they have. If I do something the right way, or if I treat my kids with love, if I teach them the love of Christ, if I set the example for them to follow, they will follow that, right? They will follow what you put in place. They will do what you teach them. Just recently, I was in a place and I told the kids to pray, and the kids were praying. And I thought to myself, and I even told my wife, you see, children will do what you tell them to do. So to me, that's just something that is really important, right? Setting the example and making sure that the kids see the love of God in me so they could follow that. Because here's the thing, some people want to walk around with the Bible, and some people want to throw the Bible at people's faces and stuff like that. And again, the Bible in itself, like the book. But what a lot of people don't figure out, or what a lot of people don't understand, is that you are the Bible. Wherever you walk to, or wherever you go, you are representing Christ, right? And again, there have been seasons in my life where I have done a really bad representation, completely horrible. And now, as I'm getting older, as I'm getting closer to God, as I understand what God wants me to do in my life, I try to set that example, right? I try to set the example of being forgiven, of being loving, or being kind, of being respectful, right? Because I want my children to remember me. I don't want my children to remember me Obviously, I love the Lord. I do it for that. But I want my children to remember me as that person, because if they remember me as that person, they're going to do it as well. It's like preaching to your children. And that's kind of what this guy was going to. He was like, look, I don't have much to give my children. I mean, my grandkids. But I want them to remember as these people. And I'm going to tell you, I think that was so powerful. That was so powerful, because if we follow the example, like I say, your children will do what you do. And if your children remember you as a person that feared God, as a person that read the Bible, as a person that showed love and respect, they would do the same thing. It's just how it is. Look at a society where fathers are in jail, kids will be in jail. It's just how it is. Your children follow your path. And a lot of times it's like a curse. Some of you guys think that you have nothing else to do. Some of you guys think that it's over. Some of you guys think that. Some of you guys think that, because your dad is in jail, your family is in jail, everybody's in jail, it's over. You don't have any chances in life. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the last thing that I would tell you. The devil is a liar, and he's lying to you. You are a son of the Most High God, and he has plans for you to prosper. He has plans for you that are beyond your understanding. Rebuke the devil, seek God, and you will see his kingdom, and you will see what he's planning for your life, right? Just because your dad was in jail doesn't mean you have to be in jail. It really doesn't. So anyways, I just wanted to put this out here. When I talked to that guy, I wish I could see him again, and he said that, hey, remember your grandkids, or the way he said it was like, I want my grandchildren to remember me this way. It was really impacting to me, and I want my children to remember me that way. I want my grandkids, wherever I have them, to remember me that way as well. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.